What's up, my geeks? Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine. Today, I'm in the remote office. I had to go up here and take care of a couple IT issues and work. Basically, I'm working remote. Not really. I'm at home. And as you can see, I am still working remote, but I'm working from a different area. This is how you might be working at home, how you might be working remote. Basically, a table so you can move the dining table back in or move the couch around or anything like that, but still have an office environment so you can get your work done. Maybe you do this 5 days a week. Maybe you do this 1 day a week. We're always kind of compromising in what we have for tables and computers, but the chair should never be the compromise. And that's what we're going to talk about. Today, we're taking a look at the Big and Tall office chair by our friends over at Hoffree. This is a chair that can hold up to 450 pounds. It's perfect for somebody that's got a little bit longer legs because the base does come up a little bit more. And it's got a great lumbar support with the inflatable stress ball, I'm calling it, inside of this. So let's go ahead and take a look at this chair right here and do it next on Geekazine. What's up, my geeks? Jeffrey Powers from Geekazine. Think Magazine, put in a geek. Our friends at Hoffree did sponsor this video, but they have no say in what I say. And all my reviews are of my own over at geekazine.com, youtube.com/geekazine, where you can check it all out. I have a full review page over at geekazine.com/review, where you can check that out. And of course, if you've got a product that you want me to take a look at, all you have to do is contact me. I want to thank all my Patreons that have supported me over the years. And then, of course, if you want to be a part of the Patreon, all you have to do is go over to patreon.com/geekazine and help donate to the cause. You can also tip me with a one-time tip over at venmo.com/geekazine or paypal.me/Jeff Powers. All right, so what this is the Hoffree Big and Tall chair. It's an executive style chair, leatherish type chair that has 2 armrests and then, of course, a really high back with a comfortable cushion. It has a lot of features to this. The first one is that upgraded wide seat, which is spanning about 23 inches wide. It's made with a high density memory foam and a raw cotton layer. And of course, spring action so you can float up and down and feel comfortable. Like I said, it can hold up to 450 pounds, and that's through the Class 3 SGS certified gas cylinder that supports this chair. It comes down so I can bring it all the way down and I have feet on the ground, but then I can also bring this up. Now I'm 5'11". So if you're 6 foot, 6'5", 7 foot, you might have problems with some of these chairs getting high enough so you can have your feet firmly planted on the ground. This comes up just a little bit beyond that for me. So if you are a taller person, have longer legs, then you should be able to be touching the ground. I need to bring it down just a little bit, like that. This has what's called the synchro tilt and tension control. So basically, we have an arm that adjusts the hydraulics. We have a dial on the bottom that will help us with the tilt. That little spring gets loosened or tightened so you can tilt back more, or you want to be a little bit more rigid with that, so you leave it right there. And the other cool feature about this is on the back, it does have a lumbar support that's air controlled. So we're going to bring out what I call the little stress ball. See, your boss gets a little bit angry with you, or you get a little bit angry with your boss, you can just start pumping up the lumbar support. And then when you get it to your level, you can just kind of relax. It does have a little pocket down here that you can put it into. And then if you need to let some of that lumbar go, it does have a release valve to let the air out. So that little stress moment ball is right there, just in case you need it for any type of stress release. I did unbox this, and you're seeing that video right there. It actually took about 30 minutes to unbox and set up, probably a little bit more for me because I was doing it on camera. But it's very straightforward. You put the legs together, you put the wheels on, you put the base on, you put the cushion on, the seat cushion, and then the sidebars with the armrests on, and then you put the back on. The back is attached to this one-piece bar that goes through your armrests. So you need that armrests to be on. But the cool part about this is these armrests do lift up. Now, most of my chairs, I do not keep the armrests on because of the fact I do things that require my arm to be like this. Or I tend to kind of lean on the armrests, and then I hurt my elbows. I get a lot of tennis elbow through that. So I like the fact that I can take these and just bring them up. And then when I need armrests, I can bring them right back down. The one downfall I find is that this backrest is attached to the piece that holds these armrests. So through time, possibly wear and tear, if these start to break down, then it's possible that the back of the chair is also going to get affected. But this is all steel grade, but this is all steel throughout this whole area, so you shouldn't have to worry about that too much. In sitting, of course, I've only had this for a few days. In sitting, it's like a regular leather chair. It's a little bit warm when it comes to the summertime, and of course, it'll probably be cool when it's in the wintertime, but of course, it'll trap your body heat, so it will be nice and warm as well. During the summer, you might want to have, you know, a little bit of cloth on there to kind of cool it down. And don't put this in the sun because it's going to get warm when you sit down into this chair. I do like the high back like this. It doesn't look like a gaming chair, it's an office chair. So when I have to do a Zoom, they're seeing me in an office chair rather than in a gaming chair. If I was in a situation where I worked at a gaming company, I'd rather have a gaming chair. And guess what? Hoffree has gaming chairs as well. So you could get those. But the whole point is that if I want to look very professional, you might want to think about getting yourself an office chair over a gaming chair, just so you can look better. But of course, we're all working at home. And as you can see, there's a little bit of mess there. There's the kitchen right there. And it's not an office environment. But if we go back to that office environment, this chair is perfect for that. In fact, I am going to be donating this chair to the COPA Foundation in Madison, Wisconsin. It's a community organization that hosts a lot of events. They have a great area for bands to play. They do industry music night, and they do jazz sessions. They do what's called the indie tune-up. I've been running video cameras on my spare time. And of course, the chair there, well, a really nice chair, it's not as nice as this one. So I'm going to be donating this chair for that cause. So I have something that I can sit in that I feel really comfortable in. And of course, other people can utilize as well. But anyway, that is it. That's the big and tall office chair, from executive desk chair from our friends over at Hoffree. What do you use for an office chair? This could be an upgrade for you. Check it all out. We got the links below over at Geekazine.com, YouTube.com/Geekazine, where you can like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when the next video comes out. I got to get back to work, but until next time, you guys geek out, work hard, and sit comfortably with Hoffree big and tall office chairs. Oh, and don't forget, hang in there.